Hi everyone, this is Neel, Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of Clearwax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the WAXscope. And here we have a patient who attended with bilateral, fully occluding earwax. And I believe this is the patient's left ear. They've got this very soft consistency of earwax, and therefore I've placed some olive oil into the ear to help try and coagulate and bind the soft wax. Now, ironically, olive oil can cause the wax to become soft in the first place. So if a patient's using it for a couple of days or longer even, and the oil is penetrating the wax for a few minutes before the patient tilts the head the other way, which is the way it should be used. So you put the drops in, let it penetrate for a few minutes and then come back the other way, let it drain. So using that technique, the wax can become soft, but ironically, when you put olive oil fresh in the ear during a procedure, because it hasn't had enough time to penetrate the wax, it has this coagulating property where it just binds the soft wax, which may have been caused by the olive oil, as I explained, to bind together whilst you're performing the procedure. That's key. So you can see the patient's floor of the ear canal here. That's very crucial for me to know, because prior to that I couldn't see any of the ear canal. So now this is giving me an idea of already of the patient's ear anatomy. So they've got quite an inclined ear canal. So most of our ears, when I say inclined, as we go into the ear canal, it should, in adults at least, there's a kind of an upwards incline. On average, I believe it's 32 degrees. But I'd say this patient is a bit more inclined than the norm. So what I'm trying to do here is just separate the plug from the canal wall. So I'm just going to the floor near the entrance and also posteriorly to the back, to the right hand side. This is the left ear. Just trying to separate any skin adhesions and the wax plug itself. So I'm just going to come from right inwards to left. You typically find that the wax is adhered to the floor and the sides, the anterior and posterior canal wall. And if you loosen the adhesions, it just facilitates the removal of the wax. Just put some more oil in just to soften and further coagulate and bind the wax. It'll also help to loosen those skin adhesions that are keeping the wax affixed to the canal wall. So you can see this to the right. Just trying to bring it in gently. And once we do that, we mobilize the plug. There we are. So this wax does extend all the way to their eardrum. And you'll see in a moment, once I remove it, they've got a very prominent anterior recess, especially when you compare it to their their right ear, which I'll also show you in the video. So I'm just trying to now loosen the plug. It's still adhered, I think, slightly to the roof. So I'm just going to the top, just bringing it down, just loosening it from the superior, the top part of the ear canal. You can see it's really soft here, so possibly might even put a bit more oil in, because it's, when you're using the oil during a procedure, you have to do it in layers. So you coagulate some of the surface wax, go back in, apply some more oil for the next part, but I think we're going to be okay. So with this type of wax, if you're using a correct, for example, it's just going to smother and smear the wax against the canal wall. So that's the main plug, I think. You can see the lower southern hemisphere of the eardrum. So this wax to the left is actually embedded into the anterior recess. So the anterior recess is, as we approach the ear canal, the eardrum, sorry, the ear canal anteriorly to the front of the ear. So in the case of the left ear, on the left hand side, it somewhat narrows inwards into the midline, and then it, about 0.5 centimetre away from the eardrum, it veers back out again, and it creates a little recess. You normally get one at the floor of the inferior recess. So there is a bit of sticky wax just on top of the attic. It's just a staining, so we're not going to go in there, because it's such a narrow part, small part, that the suction tip will actually probably make contact with the short process of the hammer bone. So the hammer bone is the first bone, also known as the malleus. It's just on top of that. Now that all the other wax is removed, it should just naturally migrate. So just moving on to their right side, similarly a bit soft and sticky. I'm sure I'm going to put some oil in a moment. So again, I'm just trying to release it from the floor of the ear canal. There's the oil. I think this one comes out a bit more easier. And in this ear, the anterior recess isn't as prominent. Again, I'm just using these little flicking movements just to separate. So we're not technically trying to remove the plug at the moment, we're just trying to separate it and mobilize it. And this is the skin adhesions. You see the skin is quite glossy. And now that we've mobilized it, we're going to slowly come away. You can see that sheet of skin. I think it's just blocked the suction probe there. It's important that when your suction probe is blocked, try and come out the ear and remove the blockage, because if you're in situ, if you're into the ear and that blockage occurs and then it suddenly unblocks itself spontaneously, or it's a sudden surge of sound, it can be really noisy. So you want that to occur out of the ear for patient comfort. Just going to wriggle this through. So this one's a bit firmer. Just don't want to lose the suction grip. Let's see if we can avoid that. And yeah, I think it's coming out a nice big plug. I'm just going to re-enter. So you can see the eardrum there. The canal wall to the right, it's prominent, but not as prominent as the left. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, speak soon.